A sales expert came to us looking for help with his social media presence. Here's how we took him from making nothing to 4 figures in less than 6 months. John Sterling has been a mainstay in the regional sales landscape for decades. And once he sold his company, he wanted to teach aspiring young salespeople how to make successful sales careers for themselves. When starting his strategy, we took a deep dive into all of the different places that his audience would be living. He's targeting young salespeople, so people who are really starting to think if they want to have a career in sales. So we started off by establishing his presence on several of the major networks that we knew his audience would be watching. Once we had all of that in order, it was time to start his content strategy. Without any ad spend, we knew we had to reach as many people as possible. So we did a lot of research on the right hashtags and strategic geotagging to make sure that we were maximizing the audience that we could get in front of.
John has a huge personality and he was up for anything, so we really wanted to make sure that his voice lived through his content. And remember, we're trying to get in front of Gen Z. They have a little bit of a different sense of humor, so his personality was perfect for it. We produced and directed a ton of different videos for John, from standard talking heads to some skits to more role-playing stuff. Even with the humor, we wanted to make sure that there was still an educational value for his audience. It was really important for us to optimize his presence on his platforms too. So his presence on TikTok felt very different from his presence on YouTube because the audience expects something different there. But the most important piece of our strategy was consistency. We wanted to make sure that he looked and sounded and delivered consistently, but in written form, we also wanted to make sure that his voice was consistent too. And this really paid off for us because within 6 months, a local media company hired John to train their team of young salespeople. And this is a national media organization. So within 6 months, John went from $0 in revenue, no existing social profiles, to 4-figure monthly recurring client. That is huge for him. This is a real good example of just trusting the process. Consistent messaging, a whole lot of hard work, and we couldn't be happier for John.